and welcome to our mini episodes, Book Bites. Book Bites is a little bit different every time, I should say. This time, so for this episode, we're doing tropes we love or hate. I have a few of each one.
Same. I'm Kylie.
Oh yeah, I'm Susie.
If you don't know that already, welcome. Yeah, so tropes we love and we hate. Do you want to just go back and forth?
Yeah.
Okay.
First one I love, second chance romance.
Really?
Yes. Like, the one, I'm gonna just drop the episode we did. Go watch our episode, You Deserve Each Other by
That's
Sarah
fair. I did
Hogel,
like that.
Or is
Yeah.
it Hogel? I'm sorry if I butcher your last name.
Hogel.
Yeah. Anyway, in real life, no. Like, no second chances. Get wrecked. But in a book, oh, but he'll change.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna ignore that side. Anyway.
I wanted to guess that for you.
Okay.
Oh, that's a good one. My first one is He Falls First.
Oh, okay.
I like when he's more obsessed with her.
Yeah.
Yeah. Don't we all? Not from a stalking standpoint, like our last one, but I do like the he falls first thing, or like, and then she like doesn't know, and like she thinks that he doesn't like her, and then he's like his point of view, like, oh, she's the most magnificent thing on the world, and I'm like, yes.
He's like, dear diary,
Yeah.
your hair smelled like strawberries today.
Yeah. Bring back yearning, okay?
Yeah.
Bridgerton has it right. Give me an Anthony. That's the best season. Anyway.
Okay, second thing I love. Happily Ever After.
Oh, I should have put that. I didn't.
Tied up in a bow.
Yeah.
Her closure.
Love it.
Love me an epilogue.
I feel. Oh, me too.
I
Me
used to
too.
like literally roll my eyes at them, and
No.
now if there
I want a
isn't one,
family.
I'm upset. Yeah.
I agree with you. My second one is like any sort of arranged marriage or like a marriage of convenience. Yeah. Because then he'll be like, don't talk to my wife like that. And I'm like, yeah. So a lot of mafia romances fall into the arranged marriage. But then there's like marriage of convenience of like, you know, who knows. So I love those.
The next one, fake dating.
Okay.
Ah, yes. So overcomplicated and stupid. There's always some kind of miscommunication drama that happens. Love it.
Eat it up.
Because then they always fall in love with each other too while they're like faking it and not,
Yeah.
"Oh, this isn't real." And then, yes, it is.
And then they go, tell me this isn't real. And
Yes!
you're like, yes! My next one is, I love a royal romance or like anything celebrity romance. They're kind of doing the same to me. Specifically a royal romance.
I need to read one. I am yet to.
I like those a lot.
I feel like with reading, I'm Princess Jasmine in this moment, and you're like, I can show you the world.
Yes. Except like you were in the last one. I'll need more of those recommendations.
Can I please,
Can you just send me a PDF?
Yeah.
Categorize them for
That'd
me.
be
That'd
fabulous.
be great. Trigger warnings over here.
Yeah, the more the merrier.
I saw something the other day of like, my toxic trait is I don't read the trigger warnings because I don't like a spoiler. And I was like, facts.
Surprise, surprise.
Yeah. What the man? Okay, next one.
Grumpy / scary man versus the happy sunshine girl, like Beauty and the Beast.
Grumpy
Love
sunshine.
that
Yeah.
shit.
I also like it when it's reversed.
Yes.
Where he's the sunshine and she's the grumpy, yeah. Which I think is like golden retriever, black
Kind of
cat.
like our life. Yeah.
My next one is a found family. So I love like she has family problems, but like she has like friends that help her through things and stuff like that. So then she like makes her own family. Love that.
That is a
Eat
very
that
sweet,
up.
wholesome thing.
Yeah.
Childhood friends to lovers.
Oh yeah. I'm a big friends to lover. I didn't put it in here, but I do enjoy that.
Okay. And then 6, workplace romance. Maybe I'm biased because I met my husband at work.
That
but
makes sense.
I'm a sucker. Like, you never know. Girls, put that eyeliner on. Brush your hair before you go to work. You never know. Or be a troll like me and still get a husband. So it works.
I don't think I've really read much workplace romances, really.
I don't think I really have either, but like in movies and stuff.
Yeah, you like the vibe of it. Yeah. Mm-hmm. My last two. The first one is Touch Her and You Die. Love that.
Okay.
And my last one is like a female killer, but for revenge. Yes. Love that. Mm-hmm. Love it. I love like the rules are reversed. Specifically, if you don't know throughout the most of the book, and then you find out at the end that like she's crazy. Oh, love that.
I'm thinking of The Perfect Marriage. That was
same kind of vibe.
Great.
Okay, those were our loves. Let's move into our hates.
Now, things we hate. Love to talk about things I hate. Oh, sure, I'll go first.
Yeah, you go first.
Oh, darn, I'm so bad. Okay, the one I hate the most, it's happening in a series that we're reading a lot. Miscommunication breakups. Like, girl, at least know the facts. Or vice versa. Like, either way, people, before you make a really permanent decision, like, just make sure you know. Because you'll look like me. And for a book and a half or 2 books, you'll just motherfucking hate this person. Not knowing that they've had so much undealt with trauma, okay?
Susie and BJ.
I know not what you speak of.
Mine, same tone, so I'll say that one even though it's later on my list. Miscommunication. Not so much the breakup, but like where they just can't talk drives me insane. In the breakup aspect of it too, like.
But in general.
Well, so and so told me this, and then I didn't ask him about it, but I just like left the country and I never spoke to him again.
That shit makes me so angry.
Huh? Yeah. Not a fan of that.
Bully to lovers. I'm not the biggest fan of that always. Just don't rip me to shreds and tear me down first before I'm good enough for you. I can handle banter. But like, don't fucking bully me.
So I also have a bully. I don't want you to be mean like to me.
Well. I'm better at being mean. So like, we're being rude.
Oh my
I'm gonna make you want to end it. Like,
let me show you how I grew up.
Mean to me.
Like, don't make me bring that out. Yeah, I agree.
When our maiden name starts coming out and we're like, run.
I grew up in a family of fighters. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So yes, I agree with the bully. Like specifically, like when he's just like kind of mean to her, and I'm like, no, don't like that. Mm-hmm. If he's like obsessed with her, but he's kind of like a little bit rude,
snarky.
That's okay. Mm-hmm. Yeah, snarky,
narcissistic.
I will have to say, I did have to like. My one exception here is going to be Darius from Zodiac Academy. Because he was awful. Well, all those boys were awful to them.
It's different. He's loud.
That's why I was like, that will be my one exception.
You are the only exception.
I have a friend who's reading it, and she's like, bruh. And I was like, I know, but just hear me out. Hear me out. She's like, they're just really awful to the girls. And I'm like, but like, you don't, it gets better. They say they're sorry. Stupid.
In real life, our husband's sitting on the dishwasher. I'm done with this man.
For real.
Unlike the dishwasher, Justin and Eric now.
Okay, next one.
Hate. Double hate. That's
Okay.
Too slow of a slow burn. Okay? Do not. If a book is this thick, if I still haven't had a hookup or a kiss and I'm this far, I'm never picking up one of your books again.
That's fair.
Like, get it together and be a reasonable person.
I'll give you 50%. Halfway, I need Okay. To each their own.
You're entitled to your opinion, and there's nothing wrong with that.
Man, you were like pulling your hair out and powerless then. I was too a little bit, honestly.
My voice went up an octave. I don't think I can read that next one because it's gonna kill me.
Yes, do something. Yeah,
Go on, do something.
That's a pretty good one. I gave it halfway. I have like a halfway. Give me something. Mm-hmm. Give me something.
Give me even a who did this to you.
Give me a ripping up the dress. So Powerless did feed you, just they didn't give you a buffet.
Yeah, it was like the Atkins type. You're eating, but you're never full, you're never satisfied, and you're always asking for more.
But you're working through.
I'm laughing so hard, I'm crying. That's how you know.
We're filming at night, if anyone couldn't guess.
It's been a long day of sitting around.
Oh, gosh.
Oh, no. Okay, keep going.
I'll let you have a moment.
Yeah, thank you.
Put it together. I knew it was coming like 5 minutes ago. I could see it happening.
You could see it. I kept trying to be cool, couldn't be cool. Okay.
Okay, I've talked about this before. I hate the alcoholic detective that has a personal tie to the case, and it, this time's gonna be
ruined
different.
His career.
Ruined his career. He's probably divorced.
He lost his wife because he's so dedicated to the job.
Yeah, but he couldn't put down the bottle, and that's her problem. Can't do it. Cannot.
Immediate. A book we read last year makes a little more sense now. While you were a little bit at the main character, and I was like, you're not usually this
No, I can't handle it. 90% of the time, I will not read a detective book. I know where it's going, and I don't, I'm so over it, I need it to not be a thing. I can't.
Okay.
I won't read it. I won't read any detective book at this point, because I'm not dealing with it.
That's very fair. Yeah. That's very fair.
I have a million other books I can read. I don't need to read, well, I was going to say the same one over and over, but, I do that, so.
Yep, that's okay.
Next.
Character separation. In the way, I don't like it when you're in a book and these two people are they're the main characters, and then somebody has to take a trip or somebody gets taken, whatever it's going to be, and then you have to read two separate books for the rest of the book until they can come back together, and then you want me to put these stories. I'm bored and tired.
I agree. I'm here for them.
Yeah.
I'm not here for yay
not
nay.
Side quests.
Yeah.
No.
Not on the side quest. Oh, that was funny. My next one, and I've read this a few times and I can't stand it. Love curing infertility. Dude.
I'm so glad you two are annoyed by that.
I thought I couldn't get pregnant, but okay. And I think it's very insensitive, honestly. But
I'm glad that you said that, because I agree. It wasn't on my list, but now that I think of it, I'm like, yeah, actually.
Yeah, screw that.
Yeah, fuck them.
I agree. I agree with my own statement. Thank you. I'm tired. Yeah, I don't like it. I think it's icky. I think if a girl has talked about fertility problems the entire time, she should probably not be able to have kids. Maybe they adopt or something like that, but
be realistic.
Yeah, I don't like it of oh, well, now it's a miracle. And then she goes on to have 7 kids or whatever.
Yep.
Yeah, not a fan. That was probably a really lovely sound for you to hear. Sorry.
As if my hyena haven't been
I feel like I laugh like a hyena. Remember when you first started and I said, do I laugh like a hyena? Because I feel like I do. Anyway.
Number 5. Of all the things I hate in this world, we would have too long of an episode. Anyway, number 5. No spice. Okay, when there's not even a smooch or a makeout or nothing. If I wanted a boring book, I'd read the Bible again. I don't need to. It makes me mad.
Pardon? That makes sense for you. Yeah, that checks out.
I'm bored. Next.
I'm so no thriller books, okay.
Not anymore.
I get where you're coming from, but I think once you got into a thriller, it'd be fine. But
sure. Maybe I'm just burned out from the no spice books because I spent so long denying myself.
But you're just getting into spicy books, so now you're having this newfound freedom of all these
chocolate cake and cheesecake and all this. Oh my god! Yeah, that makes sense. I'm finally off the Atkins diet. I can taste it again.
And it tastes like chocolate. Okay, my next one is uncomfy age gaps. Hear me out.
Yep.
If she's 18...
and he's 40.
Honey.
Yeah.
I can't. I cannot. I can't do it. I'm sorry.
I need an age gap like under 18 years. Like
she can't be 18.
Fathered.
She can't be 18. Bottom line, if she's 18, I feel weird about it because she was 17 yesterday. You know, like just. Now, to be clear, if she is 18 and he's a 500-year-old fae, you know,
that's a different story. I was literally about to ask. I was like, so what we actually meant is, if the age gap cannot be
your dad
more than 20. But also, if it's more than 20, it must be over 100. Then we can rediscuss.
You know, hey, Edward Bella, it was fine.
Yeah, it was fine. It's not his fault that he had to wait 140 years for his soulmate.
Rhys and Freya, it's fine.
Bella was an old soul.
And if that gets brought up.
I almost spat all over it.
Oh,
Susie, get it together.
If that gets brought up...
Okay, I'm not gonna laugh so hard I cry. Get it together!
With an uncomfy age gap, and then he goes, but she's an old soul. Gag. Gag.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Got it. Next. Cliffhangers and no epilogue.
What if you read the next book?
Well, I was pretending it's a standalone. Like, so if you give me cliffhanger, no epilogue, and if it's a series and you do a cliffhanger and I gotta wait years for you to write the next one,
that's a problem. Yeah, I would agree on the extent of if things are kind of left, like up for interpretation. Mm-hmm. I
look at us, we're both like,
I read The Cabin at the End of the World, which is now based on the movie Knock at the Cabin. I finished that book and it is left up for interpretation, and I never read another one of his. I was pissed.
Damn.
I want to know if this is happening or if it's not, and if it's all made up and like a crazy person is like coming to the thing. You know,
yeah,
like,
that would drive me insane, and not to give me there's when movies end like that, I'm like, all right, I'm watching for that director name, and I'm
not doing this again. I agree, 100%. Mentioned this in the last one. The chemistry is just so strong and blah, 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 blah. Okay. Mm-hmm. I can't. I knew it was him because of the chemistry. Shut up.
No, you didn't.
Shut up. No. Can't do that. I don't like it.
As to go back to the book we just read, is it chemistry or a personality disorder?
Maybe both.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm not a fan of that. Or like, not this book, but like, if someone's like masked or in disguise and they're like, I knew it was him because I could feel the chemistry between us. I think it's that word that I just really don't like. Okay, whatever. Get on with your bad self. Yeah. Not a fan of that.
But like here in the real world, we just call it vibes. But sure, chemistry.
Yeah, like it just, okay, whatever, Patricia. Like, moving on. Yeah, not a fan. All right. Well, let us know.
Tell us the things you love and hate about books.
Yeah. All the tropes. And if you agree or if you disagree. Mm-hmm. We got thick skin.
Yeah, totally.
Okay, that'll be it for Book Bites. Bye.
Bye.